Well, guys, back from the show. It's been a week later, so I haven't even touched the car since I've got back. But like I said, it was a great time. Everything went really well. Both cars even took first place in my class. Not that I really care about an award. I really don't, to be honest, but it's just nice. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do today is start on these. They're the hood hinges. This one, that one, or yeah, this one kind of moves. That one's frozen stiff. So I'll do my repeated thing, heat it up and whatnot and this and that. And it's hard to tell from this picture, but I'm going to start taking apart all this junk, all the quarter windows and all that stuff. So I'm going to start ordering that stuff. So I'm going to start taking all this stuff apart here shortly and cleaning it up. And then hopefully in a couple of weeks that stuff will get here anyway. But I will show you what I got. Actually, what I'm going to do in a little bit is go work outside in a little bit. But what I'll show you came in. Dun, dun, dun. My front seat for the 61 Pontiac. The gentleman that did it did a super nice job. It's almost too nice for the car. So yeah, he redid all the bottom stuff, all the mounts and everything like that. He got the track to work and everything like that. When I picked it up, he mentioned, he goes, "Did you take the seat of the car?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "All the 4 bolts were, the supports were still mated to it." I said, "Yeah, the floors were so rotten in that thing that we just did a complete one piece floor in it." But yeah, so thank you very much, John. Much appreciated. And he said, a little dirty from sitting in here, so I'm thinking I'm going to go put that in storage before it gets wrecked. So, but I think what I'm going to do is mess around with this garbage for a bit. I have ordered my mufflers and a U-bend kit kind of deal, so I'm going to make that happen here probably in another week or so, whenever it shows up. So we'll get going on that. I ordered the Flowmasters, the 44 series. I do believe that's what they're called, so be nice and noisy-ish. So yeah, I guess enough rambling and whatnot, but yeah, I guess we'll get to work. I'll start monkeying around with that stuff, and I'll wait till I get help, and we'll get this out of here, because I hate to see anything happen to it. Super stoked. It's not exactly the right color, but it's the closest that one color that we could find, so way better than what it was. So yeah, I'm super stoked, and like I said, he did a wonderful job. So all right, we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I tarped the old 61 Pontiac pretty much as I left it in the fall time. I did notice though, one spark plug wire is chewed off, so squirrels or something got at it, but there's nothing really, any signs of anything else. But the reason I did untarp it is I wanted to put my seat in there, just so, you know, it's safekeeping and whatnot. Looks pretty darn good. I'm digging it. Like I said, the gentleman, when he did it, I originally asked for like the cloth inserts to go right in here, but he couldn't find the material, so that's okay. So I said, no, that's fine. Like I said, anything's better than what it was, and I'm super happy the way this turned out. He is going to do the door panels for me at a later date. I might be able to fix the bottom there. That one's in pretty good shape. Just that one's a little messed up at the bottom there. So maybe I might be able to just fix that myself. I'm not sure. And like I said, I need kick plates there for the bottoms there, and then that's about it. I've got sill plates for here, so that'll probably wrap up that interior when we get to that point. I was originally, this week I've got something I bought for this thing, but it's sitting at Ryan's work, so probably bring it back in a couple of weeks. As I said, next weekend we're going to Calgary for 4 or 5 days, so to go check out their World of Wheels. So yeah, I got to pull the carb off and switch the carb. I'm going to do that before I tarp it up, because Derek wants the carb for his 318 to run it, so I've got another one to put on top. So we'll do that, then I'll tarp this turd up. But yeah, I gotta make a list of things I need to do. I know I need new coil springs. I want to get like station wagon ones to kind of lift it up, new shocks and bushings and all that stuff for the back. Drive shaft I still got to cut down, so that's not an issue. And yeah, the front end's all done. So it's crazy how the master cylinder just rusted from being tarped up over winter, but yeah, that'll clean up. So but yeah, my really minty bumper that's just sitting in the snow, but yeah, not bad at all. So yeah, still some rust repair to fix under the fronts there. I'll do that soon. But yeah, come springtime or shortly thereafter, I'll drag it out here and we'll start working on it again and start giving her. I do have the proper headers for this now with the kick out for like the X-frame cars. So and then yeah, we'll make an exhaust, and there's a whole pile of stuff to do this for. There's gonna be a lot of videos coming up on this, but like I said, not until it snows all gone and it's warm out. So I guess enough rambling. I'll go pull off a carb, and then I'll tarp this turd back up, and we'll get working on the hinge. I'll pull the hood off and start cleaning up, or make the hood hinges work, so without messing them up. Man, I gotta clean this junk up in the back here. Yeesh. Henry J doors everywhere. I gotta go through these too one of these days. All right. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've got this side working really well. It's not bolted in yet. There's a nut that goes on the inside here, and then just a bolt right there that holds it in. Pretty simple. And that works pretty smooth, slick. So it took a little bit of going back and forth. So like I said, I don't have the springs, so I'll see about getting those at a later date. This one here, I've worked on it. It is working, but I put some lithium grease in. I'm going to heat it up with the torch and kind of smooth it in there. Like I said, it does move, but it binds a little bit. So there's a little spot, and so I'm hoping that little remedy will fix it. So then we'll let those things clean up, or I'll clean them up and let them dry, and then I'll shoot them probably just black and good enough. So yeah, then we'll mount the hood after that. Actually, I might not mount the hood because I still got to monkey around with the fenders and all that stuff. I still got to build braces for that one. That one's done. This side I still got to make a brace for underneath to kick the fender out. So we'll monkey around as we go, but yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, I should have done this a little while ago, but time. Seems like I've done this once or twice before, I think. Was moving freely. I think I found that spot. There we go. Yeah, there's a little spot in here. Alright, we'll keep monkeying around with it. It does move freely, but there's a spot where it kind of... Oh well, I'll keep monkeying around with this. Yeah, see there, it moves freely. But yeah, there's a little spot where it kind of binds, so I'm hoping that'll probably work in itself. Got the hood hinge, the other one, working perfectly. Couldn't be happier. Go to install it, and I'll show you my dilemma in a second. Works perfectly. This one here, it goes up perfectly. Lots of room, like everything's kind of loose. Lots of room, not an issue. You'll notice this back one here, the back support right here, is straight. When I try to put this one on this side, it was hitting the fender, like not even close. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen. It's got a big L and it comes out. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'll grind this guy off, this rivet, or this swiving part. I'm not sure which one I'll do. I'm going to try to hit it straight. I'm going to take the other one off and just try to mimic it, and then see if I can get that figuring out, because like I said, it's no good the way it is. Who would have thought they would have made different hood hinges for these things? So nothing can ever be simple, even as mounting a stupid stinking hood. Third world problems here, folks. So I guess I'll take this off as a reference and then see. But man, that bites. Okay, I'll figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to knock that rivet out right there where it kind of does, and then I'll put a bolt in there or something or whatever. And oh man, crappy, you know, nothing simple. All right, I'll keep you guys updated on what I figure out here in a minute. If I screwed up, I screwed up. Just a typical Sunday. Or Saturday, yeah. Alrighty. Okay, let's take one, installing this hood. I just bent the bracket a little bit. I just put a bolt in with a lock washer. It comes down nicely. So that all works pretty good. There should be enough clearance. If not, I'm just gonna kind of gently give it a good shove that way. This side's not an issue, like I said, so I think I'm gonna manhandle, and this one really flops down loose. I think maybe I just have my bolt there, the lock nut there a little too tight, but we'll leave that for now. Okay, I guess I'm gonna struggle by trying to put the hood on, and I'll prop it up, and I got some bolts, and hope for the best. So hopefully when the next time you see this, there will be a hood propped up. I'm not gonna try filming this while I do it, because there's probably gonna be a lot of cursing and swearing, so stay tuned, ladies and gents.
Well, we got the hood on kinda half-ass. It still needs a lot of adjustment. The only thing is, I think this is apples and oranges. There's nothing, I mean, you can see.
Well, like this fender I still gotta bring in, that's not an issue.
But you look here, the hood's still not, I mean, I can push it down. The only thing is the hood has had some owies in the years, so who knows how sprung it is. We're just discussing about the spring in here, because to me, it looks like the fender's got some bit of spring to it. But like I said, I'm gonna take the assumption for the low production of these, there was probably only one ever stamped, that they stamped parts on this car, because they were never high production cars.
No. So, like I said, I'm good with this side. I'm going to bring the fender in there. I got to trim that, and then it'll come in for there. That's not an issue. But yeah, it might just also be the nature of this turd.
That's it, especially if this does have a little bit of sprung in it. It's how much work do you do on it?
Yeah.
And I mean, for what it is, it's never going to be a show car.
No. What do you say, Case?
I call it shotgun.
Oh yeah, we're going to the city. Possibly for a big gulp.
Big gulps are so expensive these days.
I know.
You know what they cost up here? They were $3 Canadian.
I know, it's ridiculous. Alrighty, let's go to Prince's Auto.
Okay.
Okay, after monkeying around a little bit, a lot of loosening, tightening, going back and forth, I've got the hood pretty good where it's got to be. It opens and locks pretty, actually not too bad. One thing I did notice, this part of the fender here, it's rubbing up in here pretty good. And this fender here, as you can see, it's got to come in. It wasn't that bad for like the show and whatnot. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't that bad. But now that I put this in, so what I'm going to do here is slot this. I'll grind this off a little bit, and we'll slot these holes out a little bit, and then I should be able to bring it in. The passenger side's not as bad, but it'll need the same treatment as it's hitting the hinges here and everything like that. And so I got to monkey around with that stuff. It's not bad here, but it still could be brought in a little bit. And when it is closed, I do have the room, so that won't be a bad thing. It's just, I'm not going to film any of that stuff because it's boring, and trust me, I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. So, well, I hate finishing, trying to get things kind of half-assed decent, but what I have been working on is making a list. Here's my, for the passenger side. I'm going to get new quarter glass made. Actually, that one's in nice shape. There's nothing wrong with that glass. Really. I could probably reuse it. Even this, the stainless is pretty good. Just needs a good cleaning. I'll have to check my other parts and see if I have another good quarter glass. If I do, then I'll reuse them. If not, then I'll get new ones made. I'm still going to have to get glass made for the doors anyway. But I'm going to clean all this crud up, so next time you see this stuff will be clean. But I will make a list for new quarter window gaskets, rubber for the doors, anti-rattlers for all the glass and all that stuff. So, ooh, pardon me. So we'll order that stuff. So that'll be a couple weeks before it gets here, unfortunately. But I think I'll email Rudy tomorrow or the next day, make a list. But yeah, it'd be nice if I had another quarter glass. Like I said, this one's not bad shape, so I might have one in my arsenal. If not, like I said, I'll get it made. I did order my exhaust. Everything's done. It's just a 2.5-inch exhaust. I bought one of those U-bent kits, kind of deal with different things and whatnot, pipes and all that stuff. I did order some sort of Flowmaster mufflers and exhaust cutouts because I always run that crap. So my plan is to run. I'm going to do a nice job as my exhaust. I'm going to have it really tucked in, coming up underneath, and it'll end somewhere underneath the car there. And then I'll have the cutouts where I can get to them fairly easy. And then, but my goal is I just want it tucked in so that way you don't really see the exhaust, because nothing pisses me off more when you see the exhaust hanging. So we'll do that in the next video, guys. We'll make some exhaust. Oh, pardon me. I just had supper. And then we'll maybe go for a boot. We'll see what it's like. So yeah, and then like I said, in a couple weeks when we come back, I do plan on bringing the Pontiac, so you're going to see a lot of videos of that coming up because I want to get back onto that thing. So, and we'll show you what I bought for that thing. So, but I think that's where I'm going to leave this video. Like I said, I'm not going to show any of the stuff, so next time you'll see it should fit a lot better. So that's out to lunch. But before I end this video, I'll just show you guys some pictures what the car looked like at World of Wheels and whatnot, and even Chris's Hudson turd plane. So just show you what that was all about and everything like that. So, but I think that's where I'm going to leave my video. I'm going to spend a couple hours this evening knocking apart this crap and cleaning it up and wire wheeling it up and all that stuff. So as always, guys, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment and all that stuff, and we'll see you in a couple weeks when I come back from Calgary and we'll build some exhaust.